Ini adalah kisah nyata tentang seorang jurnalis yang menjalani salah satu periode paling gelap di dalam hidupnya. Namanya Peter Greste, seorang koresponden perang yang akhirnya terjebak di dalam pusaran politik Mesir dan dia harus merasakan kerasnya hidup di dalam penjara selama berbulan-bulan.
In the midst of Egypt's
It's
transition.
absurd. It's disgraceful. These men, the only crime they really committed is
Well,
journalism.
there'll be an appeal process, but that could take a very long time. It's taken nearly 7 months to get to this point.
Akhir tahun 2013, Peter dikirim ke Kairo untuk meliput situasi setelah Arab Spring. Kondisinya sedang memanas. Pemerintah Mesir menganggap banyak media sebagai ancaman, terutama media-media asing. Tapi bagi Peter, ini hanyalah tugas jurnalistik yang biasa ia jalani.
This four-fingered salute is a symbol of the defiance of the people who are turning out on the streets today in such large numbers. These protesters are making it very clear how willing they are to defy the government. We now need to see if the government is prepared to make mass arrests.
Tak perlu waktu lama sampai semuanya itu berubah. Peter dan dua orang rekannya tiba-tiba ditangkap oleh otoritas Mesir.
This is yours?
Yes, or it's Al Jazeera's, the media organization. I work for them. I'm a journalist. You understand?
This money belongs to Al Jazeera.
Yes. Yes, it's...
Okay. It's time to go.
Go where?
It's time to go.
Mereka dituduh menyebarkan berita palsu, membantu kelompok-kelompok terlarang, hingga dianggap sebagai bagian dari aktivitas terorisme. Tuduhan yang tidak berdasar ini cukup untuk menjebloskan mereka ke dalam penjara dengan proses hukum yang sangat kacau.
Will stand trial charged with aiding a terrorist group.
Tonight, the Australian and his two colleagues will formally plead not guilty. His boss at Al Jazeera will be in the courtroom.
We have every hope that it'll be a good, fair trial. And so we're actually grateful that it's in the court now.
Today, the government in Egypt is muzzling the press. Journalists are being physically assaulted. They're being arrested. They're being detained for doing their job. And some have even gotten killed.
We really truly hope that the judiciary in the case of the Al Jazeera journalists rules on the merits of the case and doesn't bow to political pressure.
We need to get a local press pass and also a trial-specific press permit. That was very difficult to do, so we're very keen to get into that courtroom and see exactly what the prosecution case is.
Sidang demi sidang berjalan seperti parodi hukum. Bukti yang tidak relevan dituduhkan kepada mereka, tuduhan yang berubah-ubah, dan Peter harus menjalani proses peradilan di dalam kandang besi di hadapan hakim yang seolah-olah sudah punya kesimpulan akhir bahkan sebelum sidang itu dimulai.
And Mr. Peter Greste attended those meetings?
Yes. He was also at the protests at Rabat, where 650 were killed.
This was in August 2013, was it not?
Yeah.
But in your written statement of evidence, you acknowledge Mr. Greste did not arrive in Cairo until December 12, 2013. So, how do we reconcile your two statements, Mr. Hossein?
I do not recall. سيد القاضي، أنا حاليا تحت رعاية طبية ويدرس حالتي الصحية.
Yes, that will do Mr. Farhan. في مسألة إجراءات يا أستاذ فرح وده مش دلوقتي المناسب. هنستنى في الجلسة بعد 3 أسابيع والكفالة لا تقبل.
Hari-harinya diwarnai kesunyian dan ketidakpastian. Film ini memperlihatkan bagaimana kondisi isolasi, tekanan mental, dan ketakutan perlahan-lahan menggerogoti ketenangan Peter. Di tengah itu semua, muncul kilas balik masa lalunya. Liputan-liputan berbahaya di negara-negara konflik, hingga kematian rekan kerjanya yang pernah membuatnya bertanya tentang pekerjaan ini.
How are you? Very well. Oh, been too long.
Carl, thank you. Thanks for picking us up.
Thanks so much. Is this us?
Yeah. Carl, let's talk security.
Sementara di luar sana, keluarganya dari jauh melakukan kampanye besar-besaran. Organisasi pers internasional mulai bersuara. Pemerintah Australia dan Latvia ikut turun tangan. Dunia akhirnya melihat kasus Peter ini sebagai pelanggaran yang serius terhadap kebebasan pers.
Correspondent imprisoned in Cairo.
Australian journalist Peter Gresta is vowing to continue fighting for
Gresta has written a public letter from his jail cell in Cairo.
The imprisonment of the Australian journalist and two Al Jazeera colleagues has drawn condemnation from
British colleagues joining calls for the team's immediate release.
Media organisations around the world stand in solidarity.
Setelah sekitar 400 hari berada di dalam tahanan, akhirnya Peter Greste dibebaskan melalui tekanan diplomatik internasional. Ia dipulangkan ke negara asalnya, tetapi status hukumnya di Mesir tetap tidak sepenuhnya dicabut.
Is there a problem? I have news.
Yes?
You're leaving us.
Haven't I already been in every fucking prison in this country?
You're going home. Back to Australia.
I don't understand.
The embassy is coming now. Maybe in half an hour.
I don't understand, Sammy.
You'd better go. Pack your things.
So if I'm going, the others must be leaving too.
Suggest you do not ask any questions. Just go. Now. Yalla. Get moving. No time for cheap sentimentality.
Ia bebas secara fisik, namun kasus itu terus membayangi hidupnya.
Is there a judgment?
I'm heading home. They're releasing me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Film The Correspondent bukan sekedar cerita tentang seorang jurnalis yang dipenjara. Ini adalah pengingat kepada kita semua bahwa kebebasan pers bisa hilang kapan saja. Dan bahwa menyampaikan kebenaran kadang datang dengan harga yang sangat mahal. Ini adalah cerita kelam seorang jurnalis yang hanya ingin melakukan pekerjaannya. Dan melalui film ini kita diingatkan ketika suara pers itu dibungkam, maka kebenaran akan ikut terkubur.